Good morning. We are watching out for wildfire smoke today. Here's a look outside in Fargo. You see there's a little haze going on. Smoke going to start to move in more and more to the valley, and that's going to reduce our air quality. Visibility will be down a bit as well. And this morning you can see that our view is okay in the metro and beyond, but it's not perfectly clear. And we do have an air quality alert for all of Minnesota here. North Dakota, reminder, doesn't issue air quality alerts, but we will also be experiencing some smoke too. So let's take a look at our surface smoke forecast here. So we're watching this plume. You can see it here in the concentration levels, and we are looking at reds and oranges here on that higher scale. And that's mostly pushing into the Red River Valley and into Minnesota here as we continue to make our way through the morning. So if you live along the Red River and points east, going to be traveling in this area, that's where you're going to be running into some of the higher concentrations of smoke. And this is around noon today. You can see much of the state of Minnesota being impacted by that. And then that continues on into this evening, pausing the clock at 10 p.m. A lot of the intensity of the smoke is coming down, but the smoke is still there at that point. And we'll see it linger into the morning hours tomorrow, but some improvements will be happening pretty quickly, especially with the south wind kicking in for Friday. So visibility, this is going to give us a good indicator of smoke at the surface. Right now, visibility in Grand Forks is at 5 miles, 8 in Cavalier and Langdon. Also, it's morning, so there is a possibility we could be seeing some fog mixed in there too, but we're keeping an eye out for that smoke being a factor. And wind is out of the northwest. We're looking at winds that are strongest over to the east. We're seeing winds gusting into the 20s across the northwestern part of Minnesota. For a lot of us, it's 29 miles per hour in Baudette. So windy weather. We've got temperatures that are into the 50s and 60s, 58 in Fargo, 55 in Grand Forks. And radar and satellite map looking pretty good here across the region. We do have some clouds still drifting through, especially in our eastern viewing area. Rain showers have moved on for the most part here from threatening any of us. If you do see a shower, it's going to be around the Lake of the Woods area, but that really is tapering off. So again, air quality, keeping a close eye on this. We're in that moderate range for a lot of places. Some personal sensors I've been keeping an eye on as well. Some private sensors are indicating that we're starting to get or tick over into the orange or unhealthy for sensitive group categories in some spots. So keeping an eye out for that being a big factor for us here for today on this first alert weather day with that smoke. So here's a look at our hour by hour planner. We're going to see more clouds over to the east, though it's not going to necessarily be super cloudy today. It's just going to be a lot more sunny out to the west. By noon, temperatures into the 60s to around 70 degrees. Still getting that northwest wind gusting into the 20s, and that wind, again, that overall flow, bringing in that Canadian wildfire smoke air. And then this afternoon, temperatures rise into the low to upper 70s. So really comfortable day. It would be a really nice day if we didn't have to worry about the smoke. But here we are dealing with that yet again here for your Thursday. And then tonight, the temperatures will start to dip into the 60s by late evening. And check out that wind starting to turn southerly. That's going to bring about a big change for Friday with an increase in wind and temperatures. We're looking at numbers getting up to about 90 degrees for your high Friday, and Saturday may end up being our hottest day of the stretch, getting into those 90s, and there's going to be some humidity factored in there too. So we're talking heat index values perhaps approaching that century mark, feeling like we might be getting into some triple-digit heat for Saturday. That's, again, the combination of temperature and humidity. And rain and thunder chances coming up for Sunday.
I mean, hot and with the humidity,
yes,
feels even hotter.
Yeah, it gets really miserable at that point.
Yeah.
And that's when you really want to make sure you're taking your precautions. I mean, we always want to stay hydrated and, you know, take your precautions when you get 90-degree temperatures. But the humidity, it prevents you from cooling down.
Yeah.
And so that becomes a big problem.
Yeah, and find your friend with a lake place, that's
There
for
you
sure.
go.
Okay, thank you, Lisa.